If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Amarachi, and today we are going to look at, ways you can spice up your sex life, ways you can, you know, make your bedroom lively. Whenever we talk about sex, a lot of people dismiss us as wayward people, but someone has to talk about it because you see, marriages, a lot of them have broken up, a lot of them have crashed because of sex related issues. So that's why in this video, you know I want to give you about 8 tips that can bring back life into that your boring bedroom. So if you are interested in that, kindly carry your seat. You can grab your popcorn if you want, and bring your you can bring your jotter as well, so you jot these things down. When you apply these things daily, there's no way you have a boring relationship with your hobby. This is strictly for married people though. So without much ado, let's dive right into it. The first tip we are going to look at goes mostly to men. It is stop going straight to the point. A lot of times, men, okay, I can see someone here. Thanks for joining us. Okay, thank you so much. Feel free to ask any question you want. God bless you. Okay, we are talking about not going straight to the point for men. And a lot of times, men could come back from work, they will be very tired, they feel so tired, they just want to just have a cookie and sleep. It's good for you, but you see, that's your wife, is not good for her. I keep saying this, women's own are not like men's. Men, when they will just go straight to the point, they are okay. But you see, women, theirs build up. It builds up before it gets to the climax. So if you are a man that always goes straight to the point, you don't feel, you don't even want to care how your woman is feeling, you should stop it from today. Because going straight to the point is just like you trying to, go in when your dogu is not even standing. It will be somehow. That's exactly how that woman will feel. So you need to put her in the mood. Women like romance. You need to bring in romance. Don't just come back, you just grab, and that is, you are doing that woman, you are doing her wrong. This thing should be mutual. So as a man, you need to carry your wife along. You need to ensure you put her in the right frame of mind. You need to romance her. You squeeze, the right places. You touch the right places gently. Some people want to squeeze this thing out. That is wrong. You lick the right places. Sorry, I am like this here, but we are all adults. This is what we do all the time. So there's no point in trying to hide these things. This is why a lot of marriages have crashed. So we need to talk about it. If you want life into that woman, you need to take your wife along. Because women, I told you, they has built up. A lot of times, after the whole chores and they are too stressed out, they might not be in the mood. But it's your responsibility as the man to make her interested, to put her in the right mood. So you need to do all these things. You need to put in more romance if you want her to be, carried along. It is selfish when you just go straight to the point and you sleep. What happens is, don't, in fact, stop leaving your women sexually stranded. Before that woman will want to do, stop leaving them sexually stranded. you should ensure they are following. Put them in that mood. Romance them. Theirs are not yours. So we have to do the needful. Okay, that's for number one. Then number two. This our number two. It also goes to the men. You need to okay, let's see. Okay, number two is for actually few minutes men. People will tell you, my man is a few minutes man. My man is a few minutes man, sorry. So I'm telling you that 1 minute. See, I've always said it. It's only two things that could make a man last only for few minutes. One is either that man has an infection. And as such, if you are a man and you have infection, you should go and receive treatment. Another thing that could make you a few minutes man is when you concentrate too much. This saying that men are moved by what they see, it is very true. As you are looking at that woman there, you want to be squeezing and licking and touching, and before you know what is happening, shh. I know there is this flavor song. Ife dara da go. Ife dara da go. So, I am going to give you a quick solution. I don't want this video to be too long. So long as you know it's not infection. If it's infection, go and get treatment. About that concentrating too much. It's simple. Stop concentrating too much. What you do is simple. As you are, going on with your wife, I told you that women's own build up. You don't have to concentrate too much. As you are going on with her, you can think about so many things. You can think about your village people. You can think about anything at all. Just keep your mind from concentrating, because it's that too much concentrating that will make you to come easily, leaving her sexually stranded. So you can think about so many things, so that by the time her own will build up gradually, before it will get to climax, both of you can climax together. The beautiful thing is for you people to climax together. And let me tell you, even if one person needs to come before the other, it is your wife. The reason is simple. Even if your woman comes, everything everywhere is still intact for you to do and come. But you see, when you, the man, comes first, just like flavor song, if dara da go, utwa hosi da go, it will stay till maybe after some minutes, or some people hours. So make sure you are carrying her along. That is just the bottom line. Make sure you are not leaving her sexually stranded. Be few minutes, but it's not like something is wrong with you. It's just that you concentrate too much. So you can remove your mind from what you are. You can think about other things, to give that woman room for her to build up, so that both of you climax together, or better still, let her come before you. So we are going to look at the next point. If you are just joining us now, we are talking about ways you can spice up your sex life, ways you can, make your bedroom lively. Because you see, why you should do that is important, because one of the advantages of sex is that it builds bond between couples. See, even when we were growing up, some of our friends were gisting us, or telling us stories of how their parents will fight and fight and fight. You ask they will ask their mommy, what is the problem? They will be like, ask your daddy. They will go to their dad. Their daddy will be like, forget your mommy, she must go. All of those things are, sexual related. So you see, all these things, when you have sex frequently with your partner, both of you will live in peace. Majority of the, let me not say majority, some of the problems, let's say 50% of the problems that arise in marriages are sex related, sorry. So you see, this is why it's important that you learn all these tips. Because when you are in good terms with your partner, what is there? Both of you will tackle everything together. You live in peace. So we'll look at the next one. The next one is going to the ladies. As a lady, please dress well. You see, this thing, I feel like you used to see what happens in most marriages is that, you'll be dressing well, you'll be sexy when you're, before marriage. But after marriage, after you must have given birth to 1, 2, you start tying wrapper like old women. The same clothes you were wearing before your husband left for work, you still be wearing it as he comes back in the evening. What impression are you trying to give the man? Some of you all the time, you no longer wear bra. See, we know here that go fine, but you need to package them well. Packaging is business. For any business, see, if you don't package any business well, you cannot make it in that line of business. You might be selling something very important, very good, very nice, but because it's not well packaged, people will not come. That packaging must be, well presented for people to want to even come. So it's the packaging that will attract them, to come and see the inside of the package. So when you are not packaging well, that thing is alone to chase your man away. So my fellow ladies, that's why I'm appealing to you. You need to dress up. You need to wash up. Some ladies, they smell they hardly bath well. And this could be some ladies that like head. You like your husband to give you a head, yet all the time you are not smelling well. So we should do, something to this effect. We should try to, look presentable. You have to be looking sexy. Let that man, anytime he thinks of you, let him see reasons, to rush back from work. When you are always packaging well, this is actually my earrings. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. So when you are, this is exactly what all these side chicks do for our husbands. So nothing more. They will just package well. If you look at some of them, you, the woman, you are more beautiful, more endowed. But your husband will leave you because you are always haggard. You are not always sexy. You go to people that packaged well. So like I said, packaging is business. If you want to keep your man to yourself, package well. Both of you know that these things are falling, but package them well, so it will be enticing to him. So we'll look at the next one. Okay, the next one is spontaneity. Please forgive me before I bite off my tongue. English is hard. So see, this thing, if you come to some homes, some people plan on the days they make love. They have timetables. But sometimes it shouldn't be like that. I know of a friend, sometimes he goes to work late because the husband sometimes wants a quickie in the morning. So anytime the husband asks for that, she ends up going to work late. So you see, you need to spice it up. Variety is the spice of life. It's not, it shouldn't be all the time. It must be here. It must be. See, you could just decide to have it now. It mustn't be pre-planned. You could be talking about, some sweet things, and from there, people will decide to have something. So that is very important. It mustn't be scheduled every time. When you are used to doing something, sometimes it becomes boring. So you need to, add that element of continuity to your bedroom, so everything will be okay. The next one is, try out different positions. you know a lot of times people are used to missionary. We know, fine, we know women naturally are under men. Sometimes you need to diversify. We try to, sorry, if you are just joining us, we are talking about ways to spice up your bedroom, you know so it will be less boring. A lot of men are going outside because all the time they are just tired of having the same thing. When you have something over and over and over again, there is tendency for that thing to become boring. So we've talked about so many other ones. So if you are just joining us, just let's continue from where we are, then later you can go back and finish up the others. So we are talking about, trying out different styles. So we have so many set styles now. You can browse these things out. There are some things I cannot show you here, but you should browse about these things and, put them in your bedroom. Yes, you need to implement some of these things. The thing is, my advice is, do the one that works for you. Don't go and do the one that will break your waist tomorrow. You say it's me that asked you to do anyone that works for you. But what I'm trying to say is, try variety is the spice of life. Try to see all these things. Try to add, spice, so it will be less boring. Sometimes as a woman, you need to be at the top. You be at the hem of affairs. It's not all the time your husband will be doing all the job. Some women, they will not do anything. They will not contribute whatsoever. Somebody told us that why he didn't marry someone was because during love making, the woman would just lie down like a log of food like this. No reaction, not ever, no encouragement. That the only reaction you will ever get is when during climax you see tears, rolling down her cheeks. That was the only reaction he ever got. So that was what made him to not to marry. Not that is enough to make somebody not to marry, but like you never can tell. So you have to be involved as a woman. Sometimes you can be at the top. You can browse all these styles and start implementing some that work for you. So that is that. And if you've gotten this far but you've not subscribed, please hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell beside it, so you get notification anytime I make a new post. Here at Amitun, we talk about everything love, sex, relationship, and marriage. So feel free to comment anything you want. You can ask any question of your choice. And if there's any topic you want us to discuss, I am here at your service. So feel free to drop your comment. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let's continue. Okay, the next one is the next one is you can try out new new venues. Let's add S. Whenever you talk about sex, people only think about the bedroom. But you see, sticking to only one place can make it boring. You can try out so many places in your house. You can have a cookie in the kitchen. You can try your dining anywhere at all, in the bathroom. The idea is to add spice to what you have already. It's not about sticking to only one sex position. It's not about sticking to only bedroom. Sometimes it will just feel like it's a duty. So you need to, add spices to all these things. You know, in a novel, a woman decided to try out every house in their every room in their house, and the house was going to be a very big mansion. And until the novel finished, she didn't exhaust the room or the rooms. So you can give that a try today. You can try out your kitchen, your dining, your bathroom, everywhere at all, anywhere you can. So long as in doing so, please ensure your children are not watching. I have to say that because I've heard things. Sometimes children will pretend they are sleeping, but they will just be peeping you like this. You will not know, and they will not even tell you. This is one of the things that makes children to that spoils one of the things that spoil children. So you should be mindful of where your children are and what they are doing before you start this adventure. So you have to be adventurous. Try out new. You can even go. You can go on vacation. You can go to a hotel once in a while. You can spend a weekend out. It's not going to hurt anyone. You can just carry your partner to a hotel. You can just eat nothing. Don't do anything. Just enjoy yourselves and come back. That is another way to add spice to your sex life. It's going to make it exciting. Let it not look like work all the time. Be like, I beg, let's do it. So like, let me do it. It's going to be like work. So this is why you should add spices sometimes, so that it will be enjoyable for you and your partner. So let's quickly look at the next one. Okay, the next one is, in fact, let's make it last. The last one is communication. See, communication is very important. It can never be overemphasized. Communication is important. If you know what your partner is doing that you don't like, you communicate with that partner. A lot of times men go to cheat because their women are not giving them the way they want this thing. You don't have to go elsewhere. You need to communicate with them. Tell your partner, don't be shy about it. Tell your partner how you want them to treat you. If it's this style you want, let that your partner learn it. You are there to support one another. You are partners. A lot of times women like head. I don't know whether it's heading or head they call it, but they like it. But some will be too shy to ask their husband for it. They'll be like, they will feel I'm too wide. They will say this thing, I'm a sinner. They may say I'm olosho. Those things are gibberish. This is your husband we are talking about. That's I first said this video is for married couples alone. So if okay, somebody asked the question, trying different venues in the house is hard to achieve when you have kids. So exactly, it is very hard to yes, that's why personally I advise, let your kids have their own room or their own rooms, especially if they've gotten to a certain age. Because sometimes a lot of you feel they are sleeping. Some will even be doing snoring. They are not sleeping anything. Some children, because of what they saw at home, they may go to school and start looking for home to practice. So you should be careful when doing that. Make sure where they are they are very far away from you and they don't have access to you people. We don't want to corrupt our children in a bid to spice our sex life up. So that is for that one. Okay, so we are talking about communication. Anything you want, tell your partner. And like I said before, we have to do the one that works. A lot of men, some men don't want this head thing or heading thing, whatever it's called. Some don't like, they'll tell you, hey, where this one is discharged, they discharge blood, they discharge everything there. See, do what works for you and your partner. The only thing is, you as a woman, make sure if it's something you enjoy, tell your partner, make sure that place is well cleaned all the time. Don't come and be smelling anyhow and you want a man you want to you want to buy somebody's son. So make sure that place is neat all the time. So I don't want this video to be too long. Thanks for joining us today. God bless you, and don't forget to help me share this video. Information is power. Let it get to other married couples, so their marriage will be less boring. And like I said, most of the or some of the problems we have in marriages are sex related. So if you're able to solve that sex problem, you see, you'll be living in peace and harmony with your partner. So help me, kindly share this video for me so it will get to others. And don't forget to subscribe so you get notification each time I post a new video. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.